This is the Dollemore Daily, and I'm Jesse Dollemore.
Today's video is brought to you by Surfshark VPN. Yesterday was another installment of the public hearings put on by the House of Representatives, the House Select Committee investigating the insurrection, the failed coup, the attempted overthrow of the United States government by way of overturning a free and fair election. And they are laying out the case. They are laying out the case that not only did Donald Trump attempt the overthrow by overturning the election, but they are demonstrating without a shadow of a doubt that Donald Trump also knew that he did not win. And in spite of knowing he did not win, he wanted to remain in power against the wishes of the American people. Over 81 million Americans voted for Joe Biden, you and me, and Donald Trump wanted to disenfranchise us. And his cohort, his merry band of morons, went along with it. And we're learning, one of the most alarming pieces of evidence, pieces of information that was released to the public was Ron Johnson, bootlicking sycophant, Ron Johnson, senator from Wisconsin, who attempted to intervene on behalf of Donald Trump, to deliver an envelope to Donald Trump that contained an alternate fake slate of electors from Wisconsin. And the reason that this is, I believe, the bombshell of the day is, one, the subsequent interviews that have been attempted to be done with Ron Johnson and his lies and diversions and refusal to answer questions, his faking like he's on the phone, is Congress's complicity with this. Republicans in Congress and their complicity. Look, Ron Johnson used to be a guy, in hindsight now I believe what I'm going to say to be true, he used to be a guy who appeared to be moderate, just a run-of-the-mill, average white dude from Wisconsin, a businessman who ran for office and was senator. Nothing remarkable about Ron Johnson. And now we're learning that he is a radical, and he is willing to usurp American democracy, to overturn the government of the United States in order to stay in Donald Trump's good graces, or to create a 1,000-year reign of power in the Republican Party. I got videos. I got some screenshots of text messages that were sent. Remarkable bit of evidence, damning evidence. Charges need to be brought. Before I get to that, though, a word from today's sponsor, Surfshark. It seems like just about every day I find myself opening up a new account or entering in my email address somewhere for access online. The internet is more expansive and also more necessary than ever before, but also far more dangerous. Whenever I'm online, Surfshark keeps me secure. Surfshark is a top-of-the-line VPN that safeguards you and all your devices. Surfshark encrypts all the data you send via the internet and protects all your personal information from malcontents of the web. Defending your data is what they do. Go to surfshark.deal/Dollemore now to get 83% off of a 2-year plan plus 3 extra months and antivirus for free. For just over $2 per month, you can ensure your online security wherever you go. Add in Surfshark's 30-day money-back guarantee, and you're looking at zero risk here. Beyond all the protections that Surfshark already offers, with their new antivirus feature, you will be more secure than ever before. Antivirus will not only scan your devices for viruses and malware, it will do so in real time when you are downloading, installing, or using programs and files. And with a single subscription, just this one subscription, you can enjoy the added protection on all of your devices. Don't get online without defense. Go to surfshark.deal/Dollemore and use code Dollemore to support my channel and get 83% off of a 2-year Surfshark plan with 3 extra months and their new antivirus feature free. Run the gamut of the internet on all of your devices and with total security for just over $2 per month. Start browsing safe today. So let's start with the initial video from the House Select Committee that dropped this bombshell on the world. We'll watch the video. I've got a screenshot, and then I've got about a 2-minute clip of Manu Raju from CNN trying to chase down Ron Johnson and ask him questions about this. And their answers are all over the board. I've also got a statement from the spokesperson that doesn't make any sense either. They're scrambling right now. First, the video from the Select Committee.
The fact that we have multiple slates of electors demonstrates the uncertainty of either. That should be enough. He urged that Pence act boldly and be challenged. Documents produced to the Select Committee show that the Trump campaign took steps to ensure that the physical copies of the fake electors' electoral votes from 2 states were delivered to Washington for January 6th. Text messages exchanged between Republican Party officials in Wisconsin show that on January 4th, the Trump campaign asked for someone to fly their fake electors' documents to Washington. A staffer for Wisconsin Senator Ron Johnson texted a staffer for Vice President Pence just minutes before the beginning of the joint session. This staffer stated that Senator Johnson wished to hand-deliver to the vice president the fake electors' votes from Michigan and Wisconsin. The vice president's aide unambiguously instructed them not to deliver the fake votes to the vice president. Even though the fake elector slates were transmitted to Congress and the executive branch, the vice president held firm in his position that his role was to count lawfully submitted electoral votes.
Joseph R. Biden, Jr. of the state of Delaware has received 306 votes. Donald J. Trump of the state of Florida.
Those are some remarkable text messages. Johnson needs to hand something to V. POTUS, please advise. What is it? Alternate slate of electors from Michigan and Wisconsin, not even just his own state, because archivists didn't receive them. The National Archives and Records Administration. Do not give that to him. Do not give that to him. So, of course, the media went into overdrive to try to get an answer about this. And I want to read a statement from Alexa Henning, who is a spokesperson for Ron Johnson. She said, the senator had no involvement in the creation of an alternate slate of electors and had no foreknowledge that it was going to be delivered to our office. This was a staff-to-staff exchange. His new chief of staff contacted the vice president's office. The vice president's office said not to give it to him, and we did not. There was no further action taken. And that is Ron Johnson's spokesperson, first initial A, last name Henning. So what this statement is saying, look, we tried to overthrow the government. The vice president, he wasn't into it, but we tried. We tried to do it. We were just unsuccessful. That's what the statement says. All of this other subterfuge, all of this other distraction language about staff-to-staff exchange, all of this, come on. Now, Manu Raju, he tweeted this with a video. A tweet saying, caught up with Ron Johnson again. By the way, no surprise that the story is now evolving, devolving. It's changing, everybody. Caught up with Ron Johnson again and asked him why he offered something to Pence's office without vetting the information. Quote, we got handed an envelope that was supposed to go to the vice president. I didn't know. Says it came from a House office. Doesn't know which one. Here's that video, and then we'll talk about exactly what this means, what he's trying to say after you watch it.
I didn't deliver. We called them up. He didn't want it, and we didn't deliver it.
But why?
Story.
Why did you even offer it without vetting it?
Exactly. We got handed an envelope that was supposed to go to the vice president. I didn't know, so we called out the vice president. He didn't want it. We didn't deliver it. It's the end of the story, guys. This is such a non-story.
Are you going to ask who got it?
When you had received the envelope?
Pardon?
Was that the first you had heard of it when you received the envelope? And do you remember who gave it to you?
It was a staff-to-staff deal. I mean, it apparently had Michigan and Wisconsin. I had no hand in any of it. Again, this lasted a couple minutes in our office, and the episode is over. Again, this is a total non-story.
Are you going to ask your aides about who this person was? Have you asked?
We did. No, literally don't. It was a staff-to-staff. Somebody from the House, some staff intern, said we got to, the vice president needs this or whatever. I wasn't involved. I don't know what they said, but somebody from the House delivered it to a staff member in my office, my chief of staff, called the vice president. Hey, we got this, and the vice president said, "Don't deliver it." We didn't.
Are you curious about the identity of this person? Are you curious about the identity of this person? Do you want to ask about it?
No, because there's no conspiracy here. This is a complete non-story, guys. Complete non-story.
But I mean, I still don't understand. If you get an envelope,
if this were a real committee, they'd be asking, why wasn't the Capitol secured? Who was in charge of that security? This is a total partisan witch hunt, and I was not involved in this at all. So I don't know why you're even asking the questions. So why don't you just leave me alone?
If the committee reaches out and they want to talk to your staff about this, would you allow them to cooperate? If they wanted to know which House office asked you guys to do this?
Trust me, when this news broke, I asked the questions. Nobody knows. Again, these are interns. There's staff. Okay, we have no idea.
But it was your chief of staff who sent this information over.
No, it was my chief of staff that contacted. He just came from the White House, first day on the job. He called up somebody he knew in the vice president's staff. Hey, we got this. And the vice president said, "Don't deliver it to us," and we didn't.
I mean, and does he know who he got this from?
So let's talk about what all of this bullshit means. First of all, why don't you just leave me alone? Why don't you just ignore the fact that I tried to overturn the government of the United States? Why don't you just ignore the fact that my explicit role in an attempted coup, it's a non-story that I tried to overturn the government. So Ron Johnson, we'll put it all on the table here. Ron Johnson would have you believe, have me believe, have the United States people believe that some random intern in the House, likely unpaid intern, brought over an envelope that he really didn't know what was in it or what, and the intern wanted it personally delivered to the Vice President of the United States of America. And this random, that they don't know whose office they were in, they don't know who they were, they're like, oh, this is important. This needs to be delivered to the Vice President of the United States. Does that pass your smell test? That a sitting United States Senator's staff would try to deliver an envelope from some rando, they don't know who it is. So unimportant this person is that they don't remember their name or from which office they came. These are lies. These are insane, not even well-formulated lies. And his answer, will you leave me alone? Oh, leave me alone. All I did was try to overthrow the government. You are a coward, Ron Johnson. A sniveling, whimpering simp. A bootlicking sycophant of Donald Trump. You and Josh Hawley and Ted Cruz and Matt Gaetz and Mo Brooks and Andy Biggs, Marjorie Taylor Greene, Lauren Boebert, Paul Gosar, Kevin McCarthy. Boots. You love them. What do you think about all of this? Listen, I would appreciate you share this video with your social network. This is the story of the day. This needs to be spread far and wide because of the importance of it all. Listen, the longer these hearings go on, and it might be just because we're in the moment and the information is fresh, but the Republicans are going to ignore it and then the story's going to go away. Maybe that's the case, but I'm becoming more confident in the prosecution of people up to and including Donald Trump. I don't believe that the Justice Department can ignore this like they have so many other things. Again, what do you think? I'd love to know. You can call, leave me a brief voicemail, 714-576-4054. You can also email me daily@dollemore.com. Follow me on social media We can talk about it there. I am at Dollemore on Instagram. I am at Dollemore on Twitter and on TikTok. And if I do something for you, if you appreciate what I do, please consider supporting my work. You can click the join button below this video, become a channel member for $1.99 a month, just pennies a day to support and help produce what I do here. Or you can go over to patreon.com/IDoubtItPodcast. I love you guys. I appreciate you very much. I'll see you next time. Be genuine. Take care of one another.